So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Rafinha! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Now it's Mbappe. Pelé, and Torres! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start, free kick in a... Pelé! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Torres. And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he tries us! It's hit the upright. It's a really well-measured ball. And the through ball. Real chance here. Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Højlund finds himself offside. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, cracking ball. Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pinches it off him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Rafinha! And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Volunteers
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. It's Pelé! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Can he finish? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So, a big chance now from 12 yards. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Aimed beyond the defence. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Rafinha.
Santos really are...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And this is Torres. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Knocks it into space. And the shot! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Pelé! Superb from Pelé! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are cruising away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one...
Chance! Oh, brilliant save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Cleared without hesitation.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Nice looking ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Pelé. Oh, he has a shot! No, he's missed it. Azar, looking for options for movement, and it's played in, and that's the keeper's ball, and time is up. Madrid can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here, a super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I've always liked...
Oh! It's hit the crossbar! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Neymar duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lovely big chance! It's bounced back off the post. That has not gone well. And the volley. And he's lifted it over.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Kluivert. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's decided to go for it. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Palmer. Mbappe. Oh, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Traumeri. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rodri. And he cuts out the supply. That's been cut out, well played. Conte. And here's Kluivert. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Played out wide, stood up well to him there.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Rodri. Caceres. We are into stoppage time. He came in hard, very hard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are back underway. That pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar. Neymar goes on a run down. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too. Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Great vision. Pele finds himself offside. spread it left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space. White is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Caceres got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Torres. He is through here. And Torres! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's got away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break.
Shot, surely! Superb from Pele! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it...
Mbappe! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
And there's green grass ahead of him. That's going to go a long way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And applies the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's tidy. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's claimed by the keeper. Conte. And it's Drogba. And this is Neymar. Adams. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. Kukçu. That's that, the end. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 7, Cristiano.
So, a breakthrough already. Well timed, excellent interception. Short changes him with that pass. Platini. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That has been cut short. Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That is a brilliant interception. Rodri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a pretty loose pass. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Puyol pokes it out wide. He's gone forward. Now it's Pelé. Fernando Torres, his chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he was alert to it. Pelé. Lovely pass. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Rodri, he's had a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Climbs up big! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Basten! And here's Platini.
Platini really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on.
It's Van Basten! Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pele. Mbappe. Pele. Closing. Pele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good reason for optimism here. Pele with the short one. Now it's Pele. Pele with the cross. He gets big. He has done it. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Madrid go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Shot a goal! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, he's not getting any further than that. Puyol getting this one clear. And it's Bale. Platini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Can he finish?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. It's a goal kick. Vitinha. So what can they make of this? Platini. Plenty to aim at here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bale. Now it's Ibrahimovic. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's a throw. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to retrieve it. Caceres. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is... Big chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. Pelé. Can he finish? They've done it! 2-0 and in next to no time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control. Tries a shot! It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Clinical, just clinical. What a... Puck de Song! Oh, there was plenty on that.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Pelé. Now it's Mbappe. Played back in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Pelé. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance here. And a chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. But oh no, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's gone for goal! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed.
And Marmouche! Oh, in he goes again! And it's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Mbappe clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
This possibly the last play of the half. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Madrid have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Tries to play it through. Thinks of a... Can he finish? And it's been taken short. Vitinha is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. And reclaimed it in a... Vitinha! Oh, terrific save.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And it's Vitinha. Steaming on goalwards. Tchouaméni. Here's Rodri. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Threads one in, well read, and the danger is averted. Vitinha. Played out to the right. Fernando Torres touches it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Carvajal just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. And it's Van Dijk. Mbappe. Now it's Pelé. And he welcomes it in. An uncompromising challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Marmoush. That is ended up in no man's land. Neuer getting this one clear. Rodri. Yamal. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Dink through. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a shade optimistic. Carvajal. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponent. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good ball out wide. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Bellingham. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
As Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Yamal in acres of space out wide. Yamal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Pelé, and he whips in across. And that's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams. And he cuts out the supply. No goals as yet. Quality ball. And here's Mbappe. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Out for a throw. And that's another throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Threads one in. Adams spots it and intercepts. Oh, good-looking ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Carvajal did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Cleared away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Carvajal. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reached the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one, and the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Pele plays it short. Could try cutting inside here. That looks a good cross. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. He might be in here. And the shot! It's there! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Skims one in. Rodri, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Neymar, Ibrahimovic. Oh, that was vital. Mbappe. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's really well manoeuvred. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Torres finds himself offside.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So,
Mbappe.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
18,
actually.
Fernando Torres. Coming on the field, number 9.
And it's Michel Platini.
Scholes. Number
He's
10,
found a way past.
Batistuta. Substitution.
That's good play. He's picked his way through. Throw in. Rodri. Just 5 minutes left. And this is Van Basten. Defending was strong and firm. A lot of space ahead of him.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
This is Batistuta. Oh, they could be caught out here. The ball goes in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Long ball upfield. Puskas. Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, really well played.
He is through here. Nice physical challenge. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. And it's Maradona.
That pressing.
He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Conte has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He has found the way through. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Yeah, making the challenge outside the box I think would have been preferable, Peter, but I guess it's easier said than done.
This to go one up. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Conte, looking for the run. Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Caceres plays it long. Now it's Puskas, steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no surprise, that's a booking. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pele can see things others simply cannot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good... Torres! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, easy pickings there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great ball, and he's in here. Played out towards the right wing. It's Neymar! Straight at the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half
and improve to that degree.
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are back underway. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal's cross. Oh, what and a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivers the ball.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Played back in. Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Searching pass he's played there. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Torres. He's found a way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And he's in on goal. Played out to the right. Now this could be a chance. Crosses it in. Marquinhos clears it away. Played it again. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
It's their second corner of the game. Martinez claims comfortably. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Dembele. Puyol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Adams has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
That's a half-decent try.
Pele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's there to retrieve it. And that's another good win of the ball. Tries to pass it through. And this is Torres. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now that's shot a goal! Relentless! Just relentless! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's become a case of men against boys. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold clears. And we're done. Madrid, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans... And the finish! Tries to pass it through. Good read, needed to be.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
He's having a shot! Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Pelé. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Vitz. Kvaratskhelia. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Pass is just off target. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Caceres, now it's Pelé, and it's Caceres. Now there's a fine ball, he's going for goal! He's had it taken off him. That's been cut out, well played. And Torres! Vitz. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Pelé. Great vision. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres. Looking to play him in. Takes aim and chance! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chance! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Tchouaméni has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And he shoots! It's loose, in he goes again! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Mbappe really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance, surely! And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Williams. And the shot's on hit. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is threatening to become a really good header! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And they're back on the ball again. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lookman making good progress on the right-hand side. He's in a great position here. Looking for options for movement. Can he get it through? Looking for the run. Played back in. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he opts to go forward. Threads one in. It's a goal kick.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Hakimi plays it long, and it's Fernando Torres. Yamal. That's a cute ball. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Yildiz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lookman! He's found the way. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Now it's Yildiz. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Pele taking in... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Carvajal was in no mood for any of that. Looking for options for movement. He's being urged to shoot. Torres! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Neymar. Lovely feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw, that. Picked off with relative ease. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So we're still where we started right now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Yamal. Yamal, he's got away. Keeper has taken decisive action. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Platini. And this is Neymar. He is through here. Takes a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Half an hour played now. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. Yamal, Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal.
It's chance! It's Luke. Sticks it away! And he's been shifted off it. Pull it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rodri, distributed tidily. Yamal receives it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Oh, good spread. Can he get it through? They're urging him to shoot. Oh, well played, well played. And there's a searching pass. Carvajal. So what can they make of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst through! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, this is worrying, he is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Substitution.
He'll fancy himself from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Bale! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Portugal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 24.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Van Basten. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No way through there. Rodri pokes it out wide.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's managed to get free. That's tidy. Yamal's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. Here's Rodri. Mbappe.
Will be 3
Van
minutes at a
Basten.
time.
Tries to pass it through. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Bale. Oh. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Tries a shot! Can he get it through? Yamal? Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Pele, and the shot! That is decidedly lacking. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aims beyond the and the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Platini, he's picked his way through. And a chance! Goal! Portugal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a good ball out wide. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Pele. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Now it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Pinches it off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's one-on-one! Shoots! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move. And there's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? Nesta, Maldini, and Neymar. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Really fierce, close defending.
Portugal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A case now of complete control. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Pelé. No, again there's no way through. Neymar. Now it's Platini. Hullet. Platini. Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's really well manoeuvred. Carvajal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Was there